Alright, outdoorsnists. Good morning. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning at this rest stop. Passed a wonderful night. Slept perfectly. No problem. The museum I want to go to is more than 12 hours from here, so that's more than I want to drive in a day. So instead, we're going to go to the Redwood National Forest up in Northern California. That's kind of the plan for today. Anyway, let's get going. I need some coffee and breakfast at some point here. So. Alright, it's now a little past 7 in the morning. What a long, god-awful drive. I hated that. It's mostly fog, and I think it's fog or mist or whatever, I don't know, but just boring as hell. And the sun coming up didn't make it any better. We're almost at San Francisco, so maybe we'll see something interesting there. I need something to drink to perk me up here, so hopefully they got something at the vending machine. Alright, they do not have vending machines at this area, and the bathroom kind of made me miss the road, so yeah, we're gonna get back to driving. Hey, outdoorsnists. We're at the Visitors Center, Information Center for the Redwood Park or whatever it was. I already drove through the park. I drove by this place. I probably should have stopped here a while ago, because I'm already here a lot later in the day than I wanted to be, quite frankly. I am really hoping the Trinidad rest area lets you stay overnight. It said 8 hours when I went through on the other one. I didn't look to see if it's open 24 hours. I assume so. Hoping. If not, I'm gonna be very unhappy outdoorsness. I've been on the road like 10 hours a day, and I'm just ready to not be driving anymore. So I'm gonna go in there, hopefully find a map for like a trail we can walk, see some big old trees, and yeah, just do anything that's not driving. All right, the lady in there told me they do let you park overnight. Yeah, 8 hours, like the last one. So we should be okay as long as there's two, north and southbound. So as long as they're open, as long as they're not full, we should be okay tonight. So that's fine. I think what I'm going to do is head back to the van, make a few phone calls, just let people know I'm still alive. Because remember, we're on the West Coast, and fam's out on the East Coast, so they're like 3 hours ahead of me, and it's getting near their bedtime. So been on the road so long, my brains are starting to leak out my ears here. So. Alright, let's make our phone calls and figure out what we want to do in that redwood forest. Alright, I've decided to go to Lost Man's Creek picnic area to possibly heat up some dinner for later. Not particularly hungry right now. I'm just kind of curious, is that the picnic area? Yeah, okay, I see what they're doing. Uh-oh. Don't run. Alright, well that's terrifying. Lost Man, ooh, a trail, okay, thank God. That was just a picnic. You are here. How long is this trail? Okay, we could hike down part of it maybe. I wouldn't do the whole thing today, but they recommend hiking in groups. Creepy, actually. Like, I have them, I'm not gonna fight a bear, so that's just not gonna happen. Anyway, let's cook up some dinner and then see what we want to do after that. Alright, I'm gonna use the bathroom. Hopefully Smokey Bear and his friends won't come steal my food. Alright, I'm gonna walk a ways down this trail. 2 other people just pulled in here, so maybe they'll distract the bears. Actually, they both look faster than I am, so probably won't work. Okay, I thought I'd seen some big trees before, but yeah. So I'm about to be attacked by Ewoks in a second now. Look at that for that jungle. Moth going down. Holy crap. Look at that guy. Good lord. Oh wow, look at that. I'm gonna be here until it falls off him. Dude, it'll be painful. Alright, a couple that was just here left, so oh man. I don't think I'll get eaten by a bear, but it says black bears. I'm not worried about black bears, frankly. Got those around Vermont. They're not that terrifying. Mountain lions, that was a little more concerning. Yeah, I don't know if I'd see any out here though. Looks like a moldy turd. What variety, I don't know. I'm not gonna poke it too much though, because it's a moldy piece of poop. Oh yeah, my God, these things. I actually think they shot that Ewok battle in the Star Wars movie in a redwood forest, so makes perfect sense why you'd feel like you're gonna get jumped by Ewoks in here, because this is where they live. Also, I checked out on the map. We're nowhere near the top of California. Well, we're near it, but we're not at the top like I thought we were. We would have a ways to go before we did that. So. Yeah. Oh, great. This is the second bridge. Said I wasn't gonna go much past this one, but it's not that far, so I feel like I got more walking to do. Look, stars are dead. These aren't freaking me out. Like, I was a little worried this would be another horror, but like, you know how I get vertigo in high places and large things? These are not causing that for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to giant trees, big trees in here. These are giant. Yeah, it's like the Green Mountain National Forest, but way bigger. Cool. I like it. Wish I could stay much, much longer. So, part of the idea behind this big long trip was I could pick out places I wanted to come back to. This is neat, but the desert is still heavy on my mind. That might be where I come back to first. Hopefully I'll come back here again too. There's a lot to see in the redwood forests, and I don't think I have time to see it all, and the things I want to see on the way back. So we're gonna have to see what we can get done this afternoon. Some of them are covered in moss. Yes. Alright, we don't have time to hike the entirety of this trail, so we're gonna go back here just because I might close at some point too. So I don't think it closes for a while, but if it at all, I don't know. I'm gonna look it up. Like I said, I've been driving for 10 hours today and I got road brains, and it's just like I can function, I can drive to the rest area, but little stuff is just starting to slip here and there. So this is supposed to be like an elk viewing area, but the signs are kind of confusing about whether you can actually do that or not. I don't know. I'll get out and walk around. If I see an elk, I'll run away from it. The sign said you need a permit before 5 p.m. Fortunately for me, it's 5:19 p.m. Alright, we need to keep our wits about us because these signs indicate The elk will get you. There's danger. Wild elk do not approach on foot. Does walking this trail count as approaching them on foot? Well, I guess we'll just pay attention. I don't see any signs saying stay away if you don't have a bicycle. There are a lot of blackberries out, so yeah, I wasn't surprised there was bear. Poop that doesn't look like dog poop. The sign did say don't hike alone, so I'm not gonna go that far, honestly. I'm just gonna go up to where I feel comfortable and then head back. Alright, this doesn't look like it'll be for good elk viewing for a while. And it doesn't give me a lot of room to flee if I have to. I don't know, maybe I'm way overthinking this, but I've read enough news stories about people getting mauled and trampled, but they tend to like walk up to the damn things. I feel like if you don't do that, you'll be fine, but I don't know. Listen to the signs, I guess. Elk poop, which means elk walk up around here all the time, which means I don't think it really matters where you go. So I'm gonna walk down there a little bit, see what I can see. If it looks sketchy, I'll come back. Okay, this way just leads back to the road. More weird turds. It's like elk again. Alright, I did hear some people were seeing some elk a ways back, so let's go there. Hey, those guys are going down. Maybe I should follow them. Nah, do my own thing. Alright, elk spotted. That couple on the left over there was telling me about some elk they'd seen down the way. Heard about 10. And then that guy over there, I don't know if you can see it on this camera, but that guy popped his head up. And there's another one over there. Also, I remembered I have these, so we'll watch some elk for a bit. So the one right in front of the danger sign is a bull. It was digging his antlers into the ground. He had grass all over it. I think it's the rut, someone said. I don't know. Could be. The other one over there, I think that's a cow? Doe, whatever they're called. A lady elk. she's laying down. And yeah, they're both laying down now. I'm gonna head up where they said they saw the group of them, see if I can see those guys. So I glassed this field from over there and didn't see any, but now I see them. 1, 2, there's at least 3. Nope, there's more than that. There's quite a few over there. So there's no way this camera's gonna pick it up with the sun there, but I'm gonna look at them for a bit. Alright, I counted at least 7. They're all antlerless. They were kind of running that way. They stopped running. But there's one kind of grooming itself in front of me. It's like maybe 200 yards away. This camera will never pick them up, even if I use the zoom function, so you're not really missing anything. Well, you are, because you're not here with my binoculars. But if you were, you'd see some elk. Anyway, I'm gonna head down that way. I was down there earlier. Didn't know what to do. So, I know there's a trail down there, I think. I'm gonna check that out for a bit. It is, what time is it? Almost 6 o'clock, so, okay. Another hour maybe before the sun starts to go down, I think. It's 2.4 miles. We could do that. Alright, let's go down this way and let's do another trail walk. Hike, I think it's called.
Yeah. How did we get to victory? Because that was the stuff. What are you talking about? Shot that one to the moon, didn't we?
Yeah, it's pretty big. Don't want to touch it. Hang on. There, I touch the biggest damn tree in the woods. What do we got here? Height, 226 feet, or 87 meters if you're British. Diameter, blah, 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 blah. 1,500 years. That makes it about older than Wupatki, which was pretty darn old. I wonder how big it was when Wupatki was built. I'd have to do math, public math, and I don't dare. It's a big tree. Look at that again, guys. Save you from having to rewind the video. Is it that big around, or is it just flat in the back here and it's all a ruse? Looks like it goes all the way around. It's not fake at all. I think I saw over here they have telescopes you can look at the top of it. Oh, for the preservation of Big Tree in honor of our parents, Shirley and Marvin Lipko, and their children. Thought these were fountains at first. Let's see here. What is this? Oh, okay. I see. So you look at the thing, and that focus, there's no lens in there. Okay, so at some point it was on fire. That points at where the fire was. Epiphytes are plants that grow in other plants. Soil and water collect in large cavities and broad branch. You remember my favorite oak tree that died back in Bennington? Up in its branches were like, it was a hen of the woods. I guess that would be an epiphyte. No, this is epiphytes are plants. It's a fungus. Anyway, so blocking the view of the epiphytes are these leaves here. So I'll take their word for it. There's some epiphytes up there. Oh boy, look at this. There's way more big trees. Okay. If I get somewhere down the trail and I see an even bigger tree. Okay, there's a bunch of trails we can take, but no idea how long the trails are. We'll go this cathedral trees, circle trail. It's a circle trail, so that implies it's a circle. Now, don't get me wrong, outdoorsness. I'm enjoying my solo adventure. There's a freedom in being by yourself. You don't really have to worry about the comfort of someone else or run anything by them or do anything like that. You know, it's kind of just go where I need to, when I need to, do what I need to do, when I feel like doing it. And that's cool, but times, and this is one of them, where I almost wish I had someone with me just to share this with, bounce it off them. Like, you know, my favorite hiking buddy. I wish he was here. Problem is, no one wants to drive to the Pacific Northwest from Vermont. And I don't blame them. Like, it's a lot of driving. Like, you know, I'm obviously okay with a lot of driving. But, yeah, it's a lot. And I don't like to fly. Like, I really hate flying. Imagine the sound this made when it came down. Yes, they do make a sound. No one's around to hear it. Why wouldn't they? Sound doesn't give a shit about you. I wish people hadn't carved into it, but they're gonna do that. There's no way they don't do that. It's cool, like these strips come off of it like flanks, just the bark. How big that is. Can't get over the size of it. Crazy. That's huge. Looks like it broke off that guy. It's a lot of wood material. I wonder how many people it took to saw that and roll that over there. It's got some moss growing where they cut it. It's weird, it's not growing here. It's growing there, but it's not growing down that. It's only growing where the outer ring was. Oh, sweet. A tunnel. I think a lot of them fall down. Think about trees, they never die, they just become logs. No, they do die. They become logs still, but... How's it going? It said this was a loop trail, so I'm really hoping it starts to loop back soon, because it's, I think, a little past 6:30. The road's right over there, or I'd be a lot more, well, I'd be turning around and going back, because, you know, I don't want to be here after dark. That would be a little bit much. So, let's cross this fine bridge. This is nice. There's a sign back there that says the big tree is 1.4 miles that way. So, this needs to spit me out onto the road, like, soon, or else I'm going to jog back, because I don't want to be out here after dark, or after the sun goes down. That's not what we want at all. So, I said I can hear the road. It's a pretty, I don't think I'll die, but man, I just don't need that in my life. So, whew, that's good. It does mean we have a long way to go this way, but, you know, not the woods. And there's no getting lost here, so. Okay, yeah, the sign there said the foothill trail, the big tree where I was at, is a 1.4 miles down the trail. So, it's at least that by road. 1.4 miles is nothing to walk on. That's fine. That looks like I got enough daylight to make it. So. I'll just be careful of cars and we should be alright. Home sweet home. Okay, that was a good walk. Alright, it's time to go to the rest area. Before we do that, I got to fill my big water bottle with something from the water tanks, just so I have enough water to get me through here. So, yeah, good walk. Let's hope we get to the rest area. It is 7:06. Might be 7:30, 7:45 by the time we get there. Hopefully the south one's open. If not, we'll try the northbound one. That'll make it even later. But again, hopefully that won't be the case. There's an elk. There are elk now crossing the road. Oh, okay. Here's the whole family. Alright, we're doing this now. Oh my god, look at them. Hear their antlers. GoPro's zoom functions are pretty limited, so I've been watching them through the binoculars, and you know, these guys over here are pretty chill. They're kind of just staying around there eating grass. The three amigos over there, they've been kind of like walking together, like just kind of like almost palling around every now and again, like they'll square off with their antlers. There's two over on the left now, and there's one, he's kind of behind them. This was the, I heard somebody call this a bachelor herd. And that would track because over down there was the one with antlers, and there was another one, it didn't have any antlers, so I'm assuming that was a doe. And, you know, her boyfriend, and these maybe are the guys who might, you know, I don't know, fight each other, maybe fight the other guy. I don't know how elk function really. It kind of makes, if they're anything like white-tailed deer, yeah, it kind of makes sense they're out at this time of day. Because earlier they were all basically lying down in the tall grass, and now that it's about 6 or 7 o'clock, they're or near sunset, they're up and moving around. Whitetails are like that too. They move in the early morning and late afternoon. I don't know if, I mean, these elk are doing that. I don't know if they normally do that, but someone who knows about elk can tell us all about it in the comment section, perhaps. Normally I'd have gotten bored by now and left, but I don't know when I'm going to watch elk fight again, so I'm going to hang out for a while. Yeah, fingers crossed this doesn't cost me a place to sleep tonight, but whatever, I got energy. I can drive to somewhere that lets me sleep if I have to. We do want to respect their space, even though we are in a vehicle. So I would have taken pictures, but that's a little close. So baby elk or doe? They look like baby elk to me. That's gotta be a baby. Alright, we could watch the elk all day and night, but I do need to get to where I can sleep, so. Home sweet home, outdoorsness. We're in the southbound lane. We're in the Trinidad rest area, southbound. So I'm told the north one is cozier and more shielded from traffic. There's a bunch of other cars here, so I feel pretty good. There's also a lunatic on the other side of the road. He was walking down swearing to himself and cussing. I don't know what he was going on about, but can't hear him anymore. Some other people down there were looking at him too. I had a little conversation with them. We're all going to stay here the night, and yeah, safety in numbers, we think. So I've got some, well, the plan, if anything ever happens anywhere, is grab my keys, zip to the front, drive the hell away. That's step number one. If for some reason that can't be done, yeah, I've got something else. But no, driving away, leave it away. But I think we're fine. I'm going to sit up a bit just to make sure that's the case. Got some journaling to do, and I need to think about my next steps here. Yeah, I really like being up and around here. It's kind of nice. Once I got into the forest and started doing stuff, it was really good. The elk were amazing. That was really cool. Should have watched them a little longer, but yeah. Anyway, I'm very tired. I've been on the road a long time today, and I've been around doing all kinds of stuff. So yeah, I think that's the video, outdoorsness. Like and subscribe, and yeah, we'll have more adventures on the next one.